Before you judge, before you pick a side, take a moment and really think. This isn't just a court case from the US. It's not just a TV episode. It's a story about how one child, an innocent child, can end up paying for adult mistakes. And if you think this is just a courtroom drama, you're missing the bigger picture. This is a reflection of society itself, of how freedom, choice, and irresponsibility collide and leave real consequences behind. The show is Paternity Court, a reality courtroom show at first glance. But if you watch closely, it's more than entertainment. It's a mirror showing how broken decisions, unchecked desires, and lack of responsibility affect lives, especially the youngest and most vulnerable. This episode is called Childhood Friends Become Enemies. Two men, friends since childhood, are now on opposite sides of a courtroom. Not over money, not over inheritance, but over a child. The woman walks in carrying her 7-month-old baby. She believes one man is the father. The man denies it. Instead, he points to another man, someone he grew up with, someone he trusted. And just like that, a friendship that spanned years is shattered. No boundaries, no commitment, no accountability. The child, caught in a storm created by adults. Let's take a closer look at the people involved. The mother is someone who seems torn between her past and present, navigating complex relationships without clear boundaries. Her intentions may not be malicious, but her choices have consequences, real, tangible, and irreversible. The first man, who denies paternity, is someone accustomed to freedom without responsibility. He's angry, he's defensive, and he's willing to question a lifelong friendship rather than face accountability. The second man, accused wrongly, is bewildered. He's shocked that someone he trusted would question him over something so fundamental. And then there's the child, the real silent character in this story. The baby has no voice, no choice, yet is at the center of adult conflicts. Every action, every denial, every argument shapes their future. Inside the courtroom, tension builds. The judge listens carefully. She doesn't raise her voice. She doesn't show favoritism. Because emotions, they cannot determine paternity. Only the truth matters. DNA testing steps in, not as a dramatic twist, but as the undeniable measure of reality. The father-to-be refuses to accept responsibility. Finger-pointing begins. Arguments flare. Old friendships crumble in real time. But let's step back for a moment. What does this tell us about Western society? In many modern cultures, the individual often comes before the family. Desire often comes before responsibility. Freedom is valued over consequence. And the children, they pay the price. This is not about blame. It's about observing patterns. Patterns where adults prioritize their needs and wants. And society expects the courts to repair the damage. And this isn't just one case. Cases like this happen across Western societies. Open relationships, unclear roles, and children growing up without stability have become normalized. Let's examine the psychological impact. The child grows up absorbing the tension around them, even if they cannot understand it yet. This is trauma in its earliest form. The mother experiences guilt and anxiety. The first man experiences denial and fear. The second man experiences confusion and betrayal. And the judge, she carries the burden of making decisions that will affect this child's life long after the episode ends. The courtroom is silent. DNA results are on the table. Shock, anger, tension. Every eye is fixed on the judge, and the truth is revealed. The man who denied the child, he is the father. All the denial, the finger-pointing, the avoidance, it collapses under undeniable evidence. The child finally has clarity, a father attached to their life, a name, a place, a reality, but the damage remains. Friendships are broken, trust is shattered, chaos cannot be fully undone. What does this teach us? Freedom without responsibility leads to collapse. Choice without accountability leads to chaos. When society prioritizes individual desire over family stability, children become the collateral damage. Courts can assign fatherhood. They can enforce financial support, but they cannot replace a parent. They cannot rebuild broken trust. They cannot repair a lost childhood. And this is not limited to the US. Any society that diminishes the value of family risks generations of instability. Think about it. Adults pursue personal desires, often ignoring obligations. Children bear the consequences. Friendships crumble. Families fracture. Society reacts after the damage is done. And then we are surprised when broken homes, emotional trauma, and social instability persist. The lesson here is universal. Choices have consequences. Freedom without responsibility is not progress. It's destruction. The DNA test changes everything. The father is revealed. The man who denied the child is indeed the father. Everything he avoided, denial, avoidance, argument, fails in the face of truth. The child, innocent, silent, unaware, finally has clarity, identity, and a place in the world. But the friendships, gone. The trust, shattered. The damage, permanent. This isn't just a story from America. It's a warning. Family is not optional. Commitment is not outdated. Values are not weaknesses. Freedom without responsibility does not lead to progress. It leads to courts, DNA tests, and broken broken lives. It leads to children caught in chaos. The child in this courtroom is not just a case file. He is a mirror showing what happens when society values desire over duty. When responsibility is optional, children pay the price. What kind of society are we building if children continue to pay for adult mistakes? Truth always comes out. Responsibility always catches up. And children always deserve to know it. The court is adjourned.